start recording. Hello guys, so in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a simple carousel of these cards. So I have these three cards to be used in the home page or the landing page of an e-commerce mobile app for kids, right? So I'll just have your card. I've created the card, right? I should have another video for creating that. So I have different the three cards here that I'll be moving, right, as my carousel items. So the next thing I will do is to highlight the three cards together and then turn that to auto layout. So you will notice that the gap between them is like 66. So I will just kind of reduce that. Let me see how 20 looks. So I think I'm okay with 20, right? So I'll make the gap 20. So the moment I'm done with that, I'll create a frame. Now I'll be using this on this page too, and the frame here is the iPhone 17 frame with so I'll come back here anyways and then drop my frame here and excuse me, select the kind of frame I want. That's iPhone 17 with that 41402 width. So I'll scroll up just to model the height of the card or just a little bit higher than the card. So the next thing I will do is to bring this frame into the auto layout frame into this new frame that I've created. So before I do that, I would just like to duplicate this because I may actually want to use this particular one for another thing. So I'll just duplicate that and then bring this now into the frame that I just created. So I'll have it like this, right? So I think I'm okay with the way it's appearing right now. So for the first carousel, that will always be the center item. So the carousel, sorry, the first carousel will be the center item, yeah, the one in the middle. So which is this one. So I will adjust. I'm using my arrow key, left arrow key, to just move to adjust the first one that I want to have to be in the middle. So the moment I'm okay with this, right, whether with the height or whatever, the next thing I will actually do, I would like to fit this change this constraint to center, yeah, so that this, whether you adjust the width of the frame or not, this always stays whatever card that you're on always stays in the middle. So I have this now. I'll go ahead and duplicate this into three places, I mean to two places, and then I'll just bring them down as usual. So this is kind of similar to the way you animate if you watch the animation of text, right? Process a bit similar. Just bring it down. Yeah, so I have this and I have this. So for each of the frames, I will that's the first one. So let's bring the left carousel item right to the middle for this one. So I'll bring this to the middle, still using my arrow key. So you make sure you click on the auto layout, right, that is within the frame, and then you drag it to use your arrow key to move whatever object to the center, right? So I'm doing that for this one now. um yep, so I think I'm okay with the way this also appears. So I'll do the same for this third one and then drag this one. That'll be my right carousel item. You can actually use your mouse and just carry this, but I think most time I prefer to just drag this way. So yeah, I'm okay with the way it is. So the next thing is you just create what's it called now, after you have duplicated the carousel like I did here, you've changed the position of each. to show them as active items. So the first active item is this one in the middle. At this point, this will be the active item, the one by the left, and this one by the right will be the active item at this point. So it depends on which item is moved at the time. So the active item is always like the one in the center. So the next thing is for us to actually create a component or a component set, right? So I will highlight this. Give me a minute. I will highlight these three frames together. Just make sure it's highlighted, nothing is outside. So I think everything is okay. And then I'll come here and create component sets. So the moment I do that, so my work is actually easy from now on. Now this slot is a new feature, right? In Figma, we explore that later. So let's just go on and work with this particular one the way it is right now. So I'll click, got it, so that we can move on. So I'll come to prototype and then go ahead here, right? I will drag from here. I will drag to the left carousel item, which is this one. I'll drag to the left carousel item, which is the second one. So the effect is going to be on drag, right? So on drag, it should change to the next frame, right? So I can use this default settings that we have here, which is showing moving, or I'll just use smart animation, whichever. So if it's going to be moving, if I'm using the moving in animation, the direction for the one that will be by the left, I believe should be this left, right? So the next one is I'll connect this one again to the third one, and then the same on drag effect, and then the moving will be right. Right, so the next thing I will do, I've connected the first one, I mean the middle one to this, and then this to this. So then I'll take this back to the middle, right, and then still use the same on drag effect, right? So and then I'll take this also back to the middle, use the same on drag effect, right? So I think I'm done with that. You'll notice I'm not connecting this to probably the third one, because in the real sense you're either moving from the left to the middle, and then the middle to the right, right to the middle, and all of that. So I'm done with this. So I have this component 6. I won't bother renaming, so I'll come here and then click on design, and then bring that, go to my assets. Yep, components, yeah, this one. So I'll bring it in here. Okay, so let's say I have it where I want it to be. I'd come to my file, confirm that everything is where they should be, and then I'll go ahead, um, click on my page, and then just preview and see how this works or looks. Okay, so I have my carousel. So you can see nothing is, I mean, it's not moving left or right. So because the effect I have there is the on drag, or the drag effect. So I will drag it now. Okay, so this goes to this side, and then when I drag it back, it goes to the middle to the right, and then so I noticed that there's mistake in the direction. So I'll just set that. So for example, this is the middle. I'm moving my hand towards the right, and then it's bringing the right. So this should actually, so if I move my hand towards the left, it brings the one in the middle. So this is correct. But for the one in the middle, when I go to the right, it comes to this left. So that's the mistake there. So I will just change that, but you can see how it works. Yeah, quite simple and straightforward. Yeah, so let's go back and just quickly edit that so that it functions the way it should. So I'll come here, go back to prototype, and then for the one that for the interaction on the one by the right, so I will change this to left so that when I move my mouse, um come okay, the one that goes from here to here should be goes to the middle. So this works the way it should. Let me quickly confirm. Like this goes to the middle. So this right to the middle works. This middle to the left is the one that is misbehaving. So I'll go ahead, middle to the left, middle to the left. Yes. So this should be left, not right. Okay, so let's go back to page two and just play that again. Okay, so from the middle, I drag to the left, works perfectly. Yeah. So from middle back to the from middle back to sorry, from the left back to the middle also, that needs to be changed. From the left back to the middle should be perfect. Perfect. So everything works as they should, and that's it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching.